Hello, every single one, and welcome to Between Realities. We are here. It's the fucking season finale of season 2.
Yes, it is.
For a second, we didn't think.
Yeah.
We were worrying for a second.
Last minute, fucking everything fell apart. Everything.
Everything fell apart.
But we rebuilt everything really fucking fast, like, so yeah, we're here, man.
We're here, and you guys are here, dude. Thank you guys for fucking being here. Thank you for your patience. There's like 25 to 30 people who waited for like 15 minutes to get this shit up and running. So like, you guys are fucking amazing. Like, the chat is just flying, and I'm gonna do a quick once over here to talk to everybody. Alt VR, LimitedFragz, what's up, dude? Sweaty Nuggets here. Mr. and Mrs. GrumpyDuckVR in the house. Woo! Thank you guys for showing up. Look at that, the fucking purple shirt in action. Limitless is here, of course. LimitedFragz chilling, and Mr. Trinidad, who I just played a game of Population 1 with earlier this week. Gunhunter20 is here. Steve XM, I think I already said. Torben, hello, thank you for joining us. Dean and Bren, how's it going? Dean, thanks for being here, man. VRCentral, the wise director. Gunhunter is here. I might have said these twice now, but it doesn't matter because I'm fucking cruising through this shit. Joachim, Alt VR, what's up, my dude? Thank you for being here. Tones My Bones is here. Who the fuck else is here? Mateo311. Oh my god, he would have killed me if I say him. Tones My Bones, Depresso, Kate, Lovely Mur, Delirium Drew, Mepper, Yemwil Cortez. Thank you fucking all so much for being here.
Thank you.
This season has been so goddamn fun.
It's been awesome. It's been super fun, man. And I can't believe this is the finale of our second season already.
I know.
How did that even happen?
I know.
Right?
It feels like no time has passed. Like we were just like talking about doing this, and now here we are, and fucking 2 seasons deep, and we've had some of the like most amazing people in the VR community join us on this show. Like
we have.
It has been so good, and it is thanks to all of you that this show continues to get better all the time. You know, like, so thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Today,
please subscribe. Please, it would mean the world to us if you subscribed, like the video, but mainly subscribe. And then be here every week for some amazing VR shit.
What up, y'all?
So what do you say? Should we give away a VR headset?
Yeah, you know, today's episode is all about you guys. Dude.
Yeah.
It is about the fucking community, man. Yep. We got our hands on a couple of quests, and we're going to put them in the hands of one of you today.
Yep. Yeah, you know, that's the fun thing. If you guys don't win this headset today, we're starting a second drawing right fucking now. Go down in the description. There's another Gleam giveaway, but here's the deal. The second one is the 256 gigabyte Quest 2 with the Elite strap, coming to you from BMF, GamerTagVR, Between Realities, and the Virginia Philosophy Reality Lab.
Boom. GT and BMF are jumping in to help us promote this shit. Why? Because A, they're the homies. B, they have huge fucking audiences, and we want to get in on that. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to do a promotion with our guys. They're going to give away a quest to their dudes. We're going to give away a quest as well, and hopefully we get a bunch more fans. Everyone falls in love with us and with them, and everybody gets quests, and everything kicks ass.
All right, so...
Today's guest.
Wait, but we got to give away this first headset.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you almost forgot. Do you guys want to know who won? You want to know? Drum roll, please! The winner is, for the 64 gigabyte Quest 2 with a lead strap, Daniel Brook from York, England, United Kingdom. Daniel Brook, sorry for everyone that just went,
I know, right?
But Daniel's fucking stoked.
Yeah.
Or he will be if he's not here right now.
I know, dude. All right, so if you were here just for the fucking giveaway, see you later, you dickhead. You can go ahead and leave, and you don't need to watch the rest
But remember, another giveaway happening right now. Sign up, because we are going to give that shit away on season 3, episode 1 on January 1st. There will be another person we're getting into VR. Now, I want you guys to remember that one of the reasons we're doing this is to let people know, is to get the information out there about how Facebook takes your data, how they steal your movements, your likeness. So know that this is what this is for, and accept that if you win this shit, or don't and sell it.
We're like the lawyer in the deal with the devil that you're doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're like the mediator. We make sure you sign the paper.
We're like, don't fucking get mixed up with this guy, but we're going to give you a thing, so you have to.
All right, so listen, we're behind schedule. Okay. All right, so we have guests that are waiting. All of our guests today is you guys. We wanted to invite anyone who was interested in being on the show to come on today. And that's what we did. And we have a bunch of our amazing community members who we're going to invite onto the show.
Yes.
And before we go live with any of them, we are going to go to a quick message from our lovely time lady.
Yeah.
Time Lord of the Box.
Let's switch over here. And of course, this got screwed up because everything has blown up today. But let me fix this real quick here, because Time Lord of the Box has a message for everybody.
Just pick it again. Pick it twice.
Picture in a picture is not coming up. Time Lord of the Box Twitter, of course.
Close it, reopen it, and then recapture it. I think that's
okay.
That's what we should do.
All right, so we'll close that whole thing there.
Oh God.
We'll reopen this shit here, and then Alex's porn comes up. And then let me switch back here, and then we'll go over to you
for the record, I have never ever once looked at porn on this machine. Never. I was
that's like, a goddamn shame.
When I got this thing, I was like, no way, man! I am not going to the black depths of the internet with like my machine, your VR machine, like the thing that's gonna get me there. You know.
I feel ya.
So I was like, no, never gonna happen.
Oh, we got some audio there. Let's see if we can get this shit to work. Okay.
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay, and all right.
Nope.
No. Hold on, guys. Hold on. This is a friggin' mess today. I'm so sorry that everything exploded today, because that's how it works, right? What is this? You know what? Let's skip Time Lord for now. We'll get her at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. You know, you got to roll with the punches when shit's live.
Yep.
Just is what it is.
All right. So,
all right.
Our first guest today from the community, who we're going to call.
Well, let's I guess we take down our screen here. Okay. And guys, forgive us if anything else blows up during the show, because we...
Stop apologizing. Fuck these guys, all right? They can deal with it.
All right. Let's see. Is that coming up here? Yes.
All right. So the first guest today is going to be, he's in chat. He's been fucking chilling. GrumpyDuckVR.
Mr. Grumpy Duck.
Let's give him a call.
Hello, Mr. Grumpy Duck. Let's see if he answers here. Grumpy Duck!
Yo!
How's it going, man? Let's make sure that everyone can actually see you here.
Matching shirts, bro.
All right, look at that shit, huh? Oh, no. Oh, no. Our camera froze.
Oh, fucking A, dude.
Oh, no. So, guys.
You guys are having a horrid time tonight, aren't you?
It's a tough one today. It's a tough one.
It's fine. They just need to see my face. That's all that's important.
That's the only one that really matters. That's it. So we'll be frozen here for a minute while we talk to you. So how you doing, man? What's new and exciting?
Man, I'm good. I'm busy as always, but I can't believe I'm on an award-winning podcast, man. Kids that I don't have yet, and tell my cousin's dog. Made it, big time.
Congratulations, dude. You know, how does it feel to just like be like basking in like this level of glory right now?
I want to steal your award and run away, if I'm honest, mate.
I had so much. I gotta tell you, man, I had so much fun playing with you guys and Among Us in VR chat.
Dude,
that was a blast.
That was such a laugh, man. That was like a week's worth of planning, a week's worth of being ignored by YouTubers, a week's worth of people dropping out, getting people in, and then when it finally happened, man, when I came off, my face hurt because I couldn't stop smiling so much throughout it. It was just an absolute blast.
That's great. We had a lot of good people in there with us as well. We had Mateo, and we had LimitedFragz and a bunch of good dudes in there.
One of the things that really summarizes Among Us for me was Mateo and Eric's relationship on that game, because they started off so buddy and so stick with me, I'm innocent, you're innocent, and by the end they were just like, you're sus, no, you're sus. It was like, oh my god. That's what we're talking about, though.
If y'all haven't seen this, we did a huge event on Grumpy Duck's channel with a bunch of YouTubers. We have put a link in the description below for Grumpy Duck's channel. Click it and check it out, because it was an absolute fucking riot. Like, I had never played Among Us ever in VR or otherwise, and I knew what I was getting myself into, right? Like, I've seen enough, you know, I knew what it was going to be like, and I am just not a liar, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not someone who lies in real life,
right? But you were really good at lying in this game.
Oh man, when it's safe, it's so fun.
Yeah, it brings out the worst in people. It really does. I know Skeever just kept getting imposter. Like, it just kept happening. It got to the point that we're just voting you off anyway. It's like, he might not be, he might be. We'll just get rid of him.
I was gone every time, man. I swear. I just got so used to that view of dropping down past the ship going.
It's a nice view, though.
It is. It's very cool. Seeing all you guys in the window.
It's funny when you're going like, fuck you guys.
You're like throwing the double deuces as you're falling out into space.
Yeah, man. It was so much fun.
I was blown away by how you can like listen in on the conversation and flip through everybody's perspectives when you're in the lobby.
Great job.
It's so fucking good.
I really want them, because there's like 3 maps on the flat screen one, and I really want them to make another one of the maps, because I've so overplayed that, it's ridiculous. We were playing one the other day where we put everyone, so you didn't know who the imposter was. Everyone had to run and hide, and then that imposter turned into like a horror avatar. And I screamed like a little bitch. And it was all LimitedFragz' fault as well. I was like running. I saw an avatar. I was like, oh, fake scare. Turned around, and he's like there. I was like, fuck this.
Please do it again. Like, I cannot wait to play that again. Like, please do that again and hit me up, because I was like, my fiance, after I was done playing, she was like, what the fuck are you doing? Because I'm like literally screaming at the top of my lungs at everyone, you know? I'm just like, oh my God, you fucking did it! And I'm lying through my teeth about it.
My house hates me because I literally yell at the top of my voice when I'm recording. It's ridiculous. But that game needs it, man. Some people just don't listen. When you're innocent and you're being voted off, some people need you to scream.
and that just makes you more sus sometimes.
Yeah, it does.
Mateo in the chat says 85% homies, 15% mortal enemies
for him and Eric.
I mean, by the end of Among Us, it was like 85% mortal enemies and 15% homies, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I just love there's a clip, which I think it was like Hummy's VR posted, which is like, Mateo's like, oh, he couldn't answer it. He didn't know what he was doing. And then Eric out of nowhere just bolts in. He's like, you're talking bullshit.
Joachim from Alt VR wants to know where you're from, Grumpy Duck.
I'm from England. I'm from near London.
Nice.
I mean, is my voice that hard to tell?
Oh, I was wondering. So I guess you've been in lockdown then for the past year.
See this room behind me? This is where I've been for the year. This is like recording green screen crap. It's tiny, tiny space. I actually remember us playing, was it Tower Tag?
Yeah,
and I have the smallest fucking space, and I punched my desk like 4 times. It was ridiculous.
That game, Tower Tag, has to be the most underrated multiplayer experience in all of virtual reality, in my opinion.
So my biggest issue with most VR games, for me, now this is my problem, not anyone else's, is I'm shit. So a new game comes out, and I can play it for maybe a couple of days, and then everyone else's levels start jumping up, and I just don't get any better. So I've got to give up the game and move on.
That seems to be my issue too. So maybe we should just play each other. We'll just both be shit, and it'll even out.
I'll join the other team.
Yeah. I haven't played Population. I jumped on for a little bit with GamerTagVR on Population 1. And my job was to carry the equipment, because the second someone came, I was like, fucking oh! No, I'm dead. Someone help.
Oh my God, Population 1.
I
lay in bed at night thinking about that game, thinking about that map. I dream about that shit. Like I wake up in the morning, I'm like, Population 1.
There's only one game I am buzzing for. Only one game I want to play, and that is Medal of Honor. I was such a fan growing up.
Me too,
played it so over and over, and when that game comes out for the first 3-4 days, I'm going to be all over the online play, and then you won't see me because I'll be shit and everyone else will be good.
Man, that must suck. You know, like I don't know.
I was amazing
feeling, you know?
at gaming, and then I went to VR, and for some reason my VR skills are horrendous. It just means that I'm never equipped to go to war. Okay?
Yeah,
for sure. If there's ever an apocalypse, you're screwed.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you what, man. If there's an apocalypse
comes with a controller and I can sit there.
Right. I'll tell you what. I know if the apocalypse goes down, whose house I'm friggin' going to. There's quite a few people. I'm gonna be hanging out with Alex. I'm gonna be hanging out with like Eric for president.
Pesky?
Like pesky cashew.
Show me who I need to go to for protection.
Yes, man, absolutely. Yeah. You know exactly who's going to protect.
Well, if there's a silver lining here, I would say that it has like set some more realistic expectations for when shit actually does go down. Right? Because if you're shredding in Call of Duty for 3 years and then fucking martial law gets kicked into effect, you think you're about to shred?
Yeah. See, you know what this has taught me?
Right.
This has taught me that it's a good thing I'm funny, or I'll be dead in minutes. Because everyone would pick on me.
Yeah, just have to make the enemies laugh.
Verdict is still out on that one, okay? So let's just pump the brakes a little bit, Grumpy. Let us decide who's funny.
Oh man, I thought I was coming in with some homies.
No, I actually, to be completely honest, when I was like daydreaming about having you on today, I imagined introducing you and saying that you had a gameplay channel that was injected with a lot of comedy and humor, and that's true. Like it's fucking all about laughing and all about having
it's all about. But I wouldn't say gameplay, because to be honest, if you asked me, I couldn't tell you what the gameplay is for half the games I play. I actually played for the first time the other day. It was like this shooting game, something I can't even fucking remember. It was the first time I jumped in. And we jumped in, I was like, nah, screw it, let's go on the hardest difficulty. We jumped on, and we're like, okay, what are we going to do? And I was like, the enemies, they're the people for the Black Friday deals. We're the supermarket workers. Yes, save the shop. And it was like, we did it, finished the mission. I was like, I don't know what the fuck was going on, but we shot some people, and that's about it.
So what got me into Grumpy Duck was I saw his slogan, which is quack, quack, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So what made you, real quick, because we're running out of time here. Everyone's going to get about 10 minutes just so we can get through this and not have it be an all-day show, although I'd love it to be. Yeah. But what made you pick Grumpy Duck?
Okay, so as a kid, I grew up, my best friend had a pet duck. And when most people grow up and their friends and stuff have dogs and cats and shit, I grew up with a duck. So always been like my second favorite animal behind dogs. And I'm a grumpy bastard. If you ever talk to me inside recordings, I'm all lively, happy, joking. Outside, I'm just a mopey, grumpy bastard. So
is that true, Mrs. Grumpy Duck? Can we get confirmation from Miss Grumpy Duck in the chat that that's true? Because it sounds to me like you're full of shit. I bet you if we went and hung out, we would have a fucking great time.
You're not grumpy.
We'd laugh.
So you might be grumpy.
I mean, if we go into chat, so you come out going, "Fuck me, that was depressing." Where's the one in the videos?
Oh man! All right, Grumpy Duck, close it up for us. What do you have for us before we kick you off?
All I can say is tomorrow I'm doing a big live stream on Twitch, which is we're playing Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros. So if you have a Switch and you want to play, drop me a DM on Twitter, Discord, or anything like that. You know my YouTube, and if you don't, go check it out.
You any good at Smash?
No, I'm shit, mate.
Yeah.
I'm good at Mario Kart. I'm good at Mario Kart.
I'll save you then, because my NES is fucking nasty. If anybody out there thinks they're good, hit me up. Although, honestly, I don't want to play online because the fucking latency is garbage. Okay, Grumpy Duck, thank you for joining us today, brother.
Thank you for having me, guys.
That was super fun, dude. Good to meet you, man. Good to meet you.
Thank you.
All right,
guys.
see you later, dude.
That was great.
That was awesome.
All right, boom. We're fucking rolling here, everybody.
Actually hang up that call there.
We're fucking rolling here, y'all.
It's funny that it doesn't show my mouse. Okay, so who's next? I think we have next some LimitedFragz VR.
LimitedFragz VR.
Let's see if we can get a hold of Mr. LimitedFragz, if I can find him here. And we shall give him.
By the way, if anybody fucking joins this and your video or your mic doesn't work, oh my God, God help you.
Yeah.
Like, not only you'll never work in this town again.
What's up, man?
Yo,
hey, LimitedFragz.
LimitedFragz, what's up, man?
How's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
Good. Oh, look at that. Our camera froze again.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's crazy. But what's new? So we can talk while our camera's frozen and I will reset us.
Yeah.
Limited, welcome to Between Realities. How's your day going?
Oh, pretty good. Stressful. Been up since like 5 o'clock this morning, but other than that, all good.
Really? We had a stressful morning too.
Yeah. At least you've got all your stuff working now.
Well, kinda. Our camera keeps fucking up for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, but for the most part.
So Limited and Grumpy often make content together, right? Like you guys both have channels, you both kind of create videos together, and you guys are kind of homies, in a bit of a way.
Yeah. Are you guys from the same are you from the same area? Do you guys know each other in real life? Or?
I haven't met him in real life. No, we met I think it's about 9 months ago now. He just replied to me on Twitter. I was looking for someone to play VR with. He's like, I record a video. I was like, yeah, why not?
It. Nice.
9 months later, we're still here, unfortunately.
Cool. Unfortunately.
So what got you into VR, man? Because you're one of the more recent, like one of the newer VR content creators on the scene, I would say right now.
Yeah.
So what was like the straw that broke Limited's back?
I used to. Well, started watching Josh Dubs really, more than anything, and I was watching him for a while. I'd say a few months, and I was speaking to the missus. I was like, I need to get a VR. And then eventually I got a VR, but then I brought a Cosmos and then realized that was a bad idea.
Oh, you got stuck in the Cosmos lane.
Yeah.
Man, didn't you watch Between Realities before that? They told you to stay away from that shit.
But yeah, I've now got the Quest 2 now, so it's all good.
Nice. That's cool. So you sold your soul for good VR. That's cool.
I gave my cousin my Cosmos. Like, you can do with it.
Oh, that's cool.
You gave it? Like, here?
Well, he's borrowing it.
All right, there it is. Cool. So he has it. You're never getting that.
Yeah.
Well, so I feel like the elite Cosmos isn't so bad though.
I don't know anyone that uses it.
I don't know
anyone that uses it.
You don't want to use Cosmos, trust me. I've had so many problems.
No.
There used to be a running joke saying, "Oh no, Cosmos has a problem again. What a shocker."
Yeah, HTC probably makes the Cosmos and OBS, actually. That's what we use to do this show, and they probably break about the same amount, I think.
I should read
man.
Dude, so I think I'm gonna have a hard time asking people this now, but like the origin of the name thing is like golden, right? Like LimitedFragz VR. Tell us about it.
Well, actually, when I first started streaming a while ago, I was actually originally called Jaffa Cake TV because all I used to ever eat was Jaffa Cakes on stream.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what that is, but okay.
it's like a biscuit cake kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
They're about that big, but yeah. And then basically, I wanted to change my name. I was like, I'm good at gaming, but at the same time, I'm not good at gaming. So like, what could I use?
I feel you on that.
Like certain games, like I used to be really good at H1Z1, if you know what that is.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I was always
like
royalty.
The original PUBG.
Yeah, I was always royalty in H1, and then I was DMG when I used to play CS:GO, and then I tried PUBG and I was terrible. So I was like, sometimes I get good, and so it's like limited to what I can do, and then frags and kills, so limited frag,
right?
And then just added the VR.
So then you must be super into Population 1 then.
Nope.
No. Wait, so you played H1V1, whatever that's called, and then PUBG.
Yeah.
And then you didn't go into.
I played Population 1, but I'm that shit at it. I'll just leave it alone.
Dude, you know what? Here's the thing. Y'all think you're shit at Pop 1. You're not. You just need to be playing with the right homies.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
if you get the right fucking homies and like you're looking out for each other and you're like dropping ammo and you're changing guns and you're getting
pinging the enemies and you're communicating.
That is how you get the W's.
Yep.
You and Grumpy are both going to hit Skiva and I up, and we're going to fucking get you in there, and we are going to stack up a couple of W's. And once that happens...
FSU, baby.
Well,
dude.
I've got quite a few wins when I was playing. Like, I can shoot. The thing I struggle is when I turn, can't do anything else. So I'm getting shot and I'm trying to turn, and I'm turning, and I'm like, well, I need to reload. I need to turn and shoot. And my brain just like, yeah, we can't do that.
I've been struggling for like, I don't know, when did the quest come out? A year ago? I've been struggling for like a year to trick my old PSVR brain into rotating my fucking body.
Yeah.
Like, I played so much Firewall, forcing myself to face the camera, that I never turned more than like maybe 45 degrees.
Yeah, you can.
Now in Population 1, when somebody's like flying overhead of me, I'm absolutely using my footwork. And I'm like taking some steps and spinning around, and I'm like,
if you use the thumbstick, you're fucked. You can't move. You just can't move that fast.
I mean, I use it, but in some scenarios, you gotta fucking spin your body around.
Right, exactly. And it's funny, people just don't typically think about that. Like, I showed my stepbrother VR for the first time yesterday, and he was doing this, and he's like, I need to see over there. I'm like, dude, turn around. You know, you just don't think about it. You think there's like a display in front of you, but it's stuck to your face. Right. So. Yeah.
Limited. Is there anything that we need to be talking about? I realize we didn't really really bounce the ball into your court. You know.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, is there something that you want to make sure that you said, or like a question that you had, or something
you want to promote?
Nah, I'm quite bored. I'm just kidding.
Like, listen, dude. Why the fuck are you here? What are you doing here?
I have got some streams coming up because for some reason I'm quite lucky and I keep getting codes from developers. Like, I've got Tarzan VR that I want to do.
Ooh, cool. Nice.
I didn't get a code for fucking Tarzan.
I don't get codes for anything.
What's up?
I got a code for Hinge, that new horror.
Oh, I hear that's like super beautiful. I hear it's developing in the, you know, with the rest of it, but I hear it's really pretty game. So.
Yeah, so I've got them 2 streams to do at some point. Whenever I do.
Cool.
I don't know.
So make sure you guys hop over to LimitedFragz VR and subscribe to that shit, because you don't want to miss those streams.
Yeah.
Yep.
And hit me up with some more of that Tarzan action.
Yeah.
Feel me? How many did you get? A stack of them? Because
I wish
your boy needs one. Damn it! I might hit him up because I would love to take that game for a spin.
I mean, I would.
Absolutely, I would too. I look like Tarzan, don't I?
Who was I speaking to? I was speaking to Martin, Inside VR. I think his name is.
Awesome dude. Love Martin. Man.
He was telling me he tried to get a code, and he's like, apparently you need 10,000 subs to get a code. Right, challenge accepted.
Nice, challenge accepted.
Wow.
I just DM'd them on Instagram. They got back to me. But
there's a developer that says free advertising isn't good enough unless it's to 10,000 people or more.
I don't know, man. I saw when I go to Martin's channel, there's a 0 subscriber account or a subscriber count. He doesn't play it.
Right, he unchecked that shit, so it doesn't.
And I think that was what set them off.
Like they can't see how many.
It's like we don't even know. Like you're hiding it. Yeah. So unhide that shit, Martin. Yeah. Fucking rock that shit with pride, dude. You know, like don't worry about the number, man. Like
fucking it doesn't matter if it's 10 or 1,000 or 5,000.
Numbers a number, and like Grumpy's what 11.5k now, and I'm
he's
wow, good for him, man. Right on.
Yeah, and I'm still like I think I'm on 620. So.
Wow, that's fucking great.
Yeah, it is not bad.
620 people watching you play video games.
My channel is not that much more than that. Well, listen, dude. Limited. Yeah. Our time was limited. And it's over now.
Limited podcast VR.
Dude, thank you for joining us, man. It's been a pleasure to have you here, man. And everybody subscribe to LimitedFragz. His link is down below.
Yes. And then if I can find this. All right, see you, buddy.
Cheers, Limited.
We'll see you, buddy.
Bye.
LimitedFragz, everybody.
Limited. All right, let's go over to our next guest, and which I believe is going to be the one and the only Wise Director. We got a lot of content creators today, more than anyone, but some of the funniest people that there are. Like you watch some of these channels, and you're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh.
Mm-hmm. For sure. So this guy, he goes by VRCentral on YouTube. And his username when he is shredding you is Wise Director. And let's please welcome him to the show.
Wise Director.
Hey.
How's it going, my buddy?
Nothing, man. I got the headset on and everything. Got the stream suit on just for you guys.
Nice.
Do you have it pulled up in the display in there?
What do you mean, the show?
What are you looking at?
Yeah, you're watching this show in VR?
Yeah.
No, he's not. Don't lie to us.
Fucking liar.
You are? All right, cool.
Oh, cool.
I was typing while in my headset because all I can do is is just keyboard memorization. I was like typing in the chat while having the headset on.
Well, this is dope, man. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, your stuff is so if I am not correct, please correct me, but Wise Director absolutely destroys it in Onward. I think that's your main thing.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but I mean, I try. I've had a lot of I've noticed paranoia with some people who play games. Actually, last time I was on, I figured out a thing to do in Steam where you can change your name in Steam. And so I made my name green just because I like the color green. And I played the same kind of skill level, if not worse than I normally do, because I was out of practice. And people were saying that I was hacking because they were like, oh, his name's green. He's got to be hacking. Like, there's no way.
You're not good unless someone at some point accuses you of hacking.
Right.
Oh yeah. That's when you know you've made it.
I do know you're good at population 1 too, because I see your kill count way up there above my name all the time.
I remember the best thing that I had in Pop 1 was actually with you, Skiva. Whenever we played it during the beta, there was a guy that was like full health. He had the high ground. He dropped down, and I shot him in the head mid-air with a Socko, and we won the game.
Yeah, dude. Your sniping skills are on friggin' par, dude.
It's honestly just like, it's only bolt action sniper. I was like, if I go with an SKS, I'm like, I'm all right. I go with the bolt action. It's the only reason why I do it. It's just a giant fuck you weapon. Like, you think that you got a huge LMG with over 100 rounds, and then this one bullet just comes out of left field, and you're like, well, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. I got fucking taken out of the sky by bagel bites. I always run off. At this point, when I play Pop 1, fuck the pods. I ain't got time for that. I'm running straight off the edge. And of course, so do the best players. And Bagel Bites did. And I saw he was going to beat me to the drop. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I tried to fly farther away. I see him aiming at me. Dead. One shot, I was fucking dead. I couldn't believe it.
Some like Lonely Viper shit right there. Yeah.
God damn it, Bagel Bites.
Man.
I also want to give a shout out to some of the people. I posted your guys' episode in there and make sure to ping everybody. So I got like 5 people that joined in there from my Discord to join in on this shit.
Awesome.
Dope.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, shout it out, man. Let's hear it.
Yeah, well, we got Ivan in here. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to remember. I know there was 2 other ones in there, but I know I saw Red X, Lovey Mur, and Ivan are all here from me.
Nice.
I think there was 2 other people if I missed their names.
What's up, y'all? Subscribe to your new favorite podcast.
Which, actually, to help you guys out a little bit, how about I throw out a challenge out there to everybody in your chat? if at the end of this, at the end of this podcast or a little bit after, if you guys get up there to 800 subs, I'll give out 5 VR Steam games to the people watching right now.
Whoa! Let's fucking go!
Let's do
VRCentral.
Let's get the hype train going right now.
God damn it, VRCentral! He is bringing the hype. He is dropping game codes.
One of them I got, there's a new game that just came out recently called Grapple Tournament. Great friends with the dev. He is a giant fucking meme lord, and I love it.
I hear that game is phenomenal.
He gave me a code to be able to give away for this. If you guys get up to 800, one of the random codes will be Grapple Tournament.
Sick.
Wow, very cool. That game, I've heard so many good things about it. So many people. I haven't got a chance to play it.
They just added a frying pan in there, and I'm like, bro, I don't even want the laser sword anymore. You just get a frying pan, go whop onto somebody's head. Like, there's nothing more satisfying than saying, like, running up on your friend, going, bro, you want some home cook?
Bro, you want some home cook?
Homie's over easy. Yeah, man. Frying pans are fantastic to hit things with in video games and in real life.
Amen. Proper D recently made a guide for the bHaptics integration in Boneworks.
And
nice. There's a clip of him holding a frying pan, like ding, ding, hitting himself in the face with it.
I was in his call with him the other day when he was playing, and he got drunk playing Population 1, and it was fantastic to see him do that.
Nice, dude, I went to Thrill Seeker's after party after he won the VR Influencer of the Year award, and he was fucking tossed in there, dude.
Nice.
Like, tossed, man. He was just so wasted. It was hilarious. Real, I love you, dude. Thanks for inviting me to that party.
Looking back on when I ever first met you guys, it was actually through that that tournament you guys were in for the Cyber Shoes, and then Skiva was talking about getting me into that next one because he wanted to see me in there to try to help with your guys' team.
Yeah, dude. I'm sick of getting sniped in the face by Lonely Viper. We need our own Lonely Viper. And
everybody was killing you.
You demand. I know. I know. Hey, I never claimed to be good at Onward. Like,
I mean, a lot of it is honestly just like knowing the map. Like, I could not land a single shot and be terrible with accuracy, but I'll know where people are going to go based off their habits.
What's that one with the plane in the middle?
I joined in the other day with the VRML stream that they did. And I gave out like 6 very specific predictions, like, oh, this team is going to ban this map, this guy is going to get 1 objective cap, and like 5 out of the 6 predictions that I made were right. Not by looking at any statistics, but just knowing those people personally and knowing what they like to do.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, if we can get Population 1 to be that game this coming up year, it's gonna be a lot different for me because I'm a little bit better at that game than I am at Onward.
You're actually pretty good at Pop 1,
not
dude.
Too bad.
Skiva will fucking make some clutch plays. Like, he can definitely make some shit happen. Like, I've been dead and he's clutched games before, and I'm just like, yeah, my dude, yes.
Yeah, that'll go
I'm
over a lot
the
better.
chat for you guys right now. You just got up to 800 based off of what I said.
Bam, 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 bam.
All right, giving away games. You know what? I had only bought like I think it was like 4 games. I'm gonna go buy a 5th one just to make sure I can cover a little bit more people in the chat.
Let's fucking
look
go.
At you, man.
VRCentral.
Right here, I'm gonna and if you wanna, I'll throw my after I get off this call, I'm gonna throw my Discord name in there. Just hit me a DM. I'll get everybody's names together, throw them all in Discord for you guys.
All right.
That's incredible.
Lots and lots of games.
So to get a game,
Lazius from VR Essentials just showed up. How you doing, Lazius?
Yo, what's up, man? The fucking homie.
Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah, he shouted us out in his video today.
Oh yeah, he did. Thanks, buddy. I saw that. Yeah, that was awesome. I sported that. So Lazius has like these great shirts, but they're green. It has like a green thing, right? And not that we do anything with green screens or anything.
Yeah, this is a legitimate shirt.
Right, but I had to actually make that shirt work for the show, and but it was worth it.
He put a layer of
VR Essentials is
green
friggin'
box
awesome.
like behind him.
Yeah.
So the transparent turn was fucking
a
lot of and people are like, oh, you must be making a lot of money to be able to give away games and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm really not making a lot of money, but I've always just I've always had that mentality of, you know, if you've got $1, you can afford to give somebody 50 cents. And I've poured about a little bit over 6.5 to 7 grand back into my community with giving away games, trying to boost the server enough to be able to give guys better audio quality in there whenever they're playing games. Getting premium bots to be able to have matchmaking systems in there to be able to help people find other people to play games with. And a lot of that is just from me wanting to be able to help the community, make sure that even if nobody's in your corner, I'm going to be in your corner, my guy. And
and
I've already made the dedication that every single dollar I make, whether it's off YouTube, Twitch, whatever, every single dollar is going back into that community. I refuse to take a single dollar from you beautiful fucking people.
If you're not subscribed to VRCentral, you're fucking up. Go over to his channel, click subscribe, get on Discord, and how are you going to distribute these free games to the audience?
So everybody, just whoever wants to be in that giveaway, just send me a DM on Discord. I'll throw my Discord name in the chat over here on YouTube, and I'll compile the games and just pick 5 random people and then give away those.
There it is. Boom. All right, well, go ahead and get that put together for us while we get our next guest ready. Wise Director, VRCentral. Dude, you are the fucking homie. Thank you for helping us.
Please go subscribe to his channel because he's legit about the community, man, and that's what we're about, for real.
Oh, yeah, it's not about the numbers. It's about making those connections with people.
And it's about getting people into VR and getting people excited for this technology and just showing the future off, man, and just helping.
You know what? If you go out and buy a headset today, I will personally be the first one to shoot you in the face, and that's out of love.
Thank you for joining us, dude. Thank you so much, man. We'll see you next time.
Adios.
This is so awesome.
This is great.
I'm having a great time right now.
This is great. And so far, I shouldn't say anything about it.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
All right. So, who do we got next?
Let's take a look. Next on the list, we are going to be inviting Dezzy Fox, another competitive VR gamer.
Dezzy Fox. Let's see if we can get Dezzy on the line. Mr. Dezzy Fox.
Dezzy Fox, you are.
Get him up on the screen.
Dezzy Fox, you are on the air.
You're on the air live.
I am on. What's up, guys?
Whoa. How you doing, buddy?
Dude, I'm doing good. How are y'all doing?
Excellent, good. Every time we switch a Discord call, we freeze. Our camera freezes. It's awesome. It's super awesome, but it doesn't matter because this isn't about us. Yeah. This is about you.
It's about you guys, and right now it's about Dezzy Fox. Dezzy Fox, what's up, man?
Dude, everything, man. I have like 0 life. I'm like the busiest guy in VR, I swear.
Well, tell us about it. What's keeping you busy?
Dude, just started school full time. So, I mean, I'm going for game design. There's that. Compete in the VRML. The captain of the US Phantom squad. So that's and we're doing extremely well. Number 3 in the Snapshot VRML league right now. So that's
VRML real quick is the VR Master League, and it's an esports league that just absolutely rocks.
They're gonna be it's gonna be like world famous. In like 10 years, bro. Just wait. VRML is going to be fucking huge.
Yep. We are the pros of VR. Like that's what we do. We practice and compete.
So what did you say your main game was on there?
Snapshot, which
right,
which is great actually, because I'm also the company that created the game, Giant Scam Industries. I'm also their social media manager, so I do that as well, and so I'm always on social media, whether it be my own for Dezzy Fox or on there for Giant Scams.
Nice.
Yeah, and then man.
I love the pure gall of that name. You know, like it's like so admirable. Just pure gall.
I can't even tell you how many fucking people when I post stuff over through social media, send it across the Facebook communities for Oculus, anything like that, and like, hey, check out our game Snapshot. It's like it's paintball but in VR, and everybody's like, but your company says Giant Scam, and I know better.
Yeah. I was wondering about that. Like I wonder what the IRS thinks when they see Giant Scam is right. Like that just says audit me, please.
I know, because I get like it filters on my phone if I get like a spam call. It says what does it say? Like fucking junk call or some shit.
Oh, absolutely right. Yeah. So I promise everything's above board, guys. If you guys buy the game, it is on sale right now through Steam. Like it's all above board. I promise it's a real game. There's a league for it and everything.
That's awesome. So you go by Dezzy Fox. It was Desert Fox for a minute.
It was. It was.
And Dezzy is just a little cooler, right? Might have been a nickname that you acquired over with your teammates or something. My guess
exactly,
is.
Actually, 100%.
Yeah, God. Am I fucking brilliant or what?
You are. You're a genius. You're a fucking genius.
That's awesome. So it leads me to believe that maybe you might even like live in our neck of the woods, right? Like Desert Fox. Like, are you out in the West, or where are you from, man?
I'm originally from Boston, Massachusetts.
Yeah, me too, buddy.
Really?
Ooh, yeah.
I'm a Southie, my dude.
Right on, Southie. Oh, bro, that's cool. I'm actually just out in the suburbs from Burlington, Massachusetts, but
right on.
Anyway,
hey, still, man.
And, very cool. Where are you at now?
Now I'm actually living right outside of Little Rock, Arkansas now.
Oh, okay. Wait, that's not the desert.
No, it is not the desert. So Desert Fox.
That's confusing.
I love Finnick foxes.
Cool.
Like, I actually want to own one someday. That's really cool. Where the name came from. It's so lame. And then changed it to Dezzy because actually people kept getting me confused with this guy who does airsoft. And so, I was like, yeah, you know what? We'll kind of do my own thing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Dope. Nice.
Dope. So is this Snapshot, is this the first game that you've competed in?
It is not. I've kind of bounced around the VRML a little bit. My longest tenured game was Pavlov. I competed for a team called Wonderland. They're an amazing group. They have Twitches and streams and whatnot. So if you guys ever are able to catch a Pavlov game and see those guys, definitely check them out. And then I went to Echo for a short amount of time.
Ooh, nice. I love Echo.
I suck.
Echo.
It's hard.
It's very hard.
Fucking hard game.
It is. Listen, you VRML pros that play, like, it's incredible that they're able to do what they do, like the flipping and the spinning, and like, no. Like, I'm a 2 feet on the ground and I'll shoot you kind of guy. You know. So, but yeah, I did Echo for a little bit, and then I took a break from competing for about 3-4 months. Took time on my streaming. And I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks. I've been taking a little break on that while I've been getting settled into school. But then I came on to Snapshot. I was leading the team Nocturnal, and then Phantom's esports organization, which they're out of Spain. They've been looking for a U.S. squad. They came to me and they were like, "Hey, do you want to be part of the Phantom's organization?" And I was like, yeah, heck yeah, man. They're a great crew. They put on the VRML after party. That's actually going on December 18th in VR chat, live DJ. Just to tell you guys, the DJ's me.
Oh, you DJ
don't
too,
you
huh?
do?
Man,
I do. The last VRML after party, I was also DJ'd that. Like I said, man, I'm super busy. I'm also a full-time dad. He's napping right now, and I also work full-time from home. So. Wow.
Damn, busy man. That makes me feel like shit for complaining about things when you probably have less time than me.
I have zero time, man. I don't even know when I'll go to bed tonight. I have so much homework and a scrimmage tonight.
You sleep when you're dead, right? You sleep when you're dead. You sleep for a long time when you're dead, so fuck it.
Exactly. You know, that's what they make
Stay
coffee
awake,
for.
be alive. Yep.
So what are you setting your sights on right now, right? Like, are you like digging into the Snapshot thing? Like, what's coming up for you? What are you stoked about?
I am actually. So Snapshot's actually been getting a lot of traction. We're only in our preseason right now, but at the beginning of the preseason, we had like 7 teams, I believe. Right now, we're about to hit 20. And our community's growing. So, you know, we've got a league going on, and we're holding our top 3 position. You know, we want to win championships.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I did purchase that game, and I am looking forward to playing it. I haven't played it yet, but I did buy it. So.
Oh, dude, it is great. Definitely, definitely get in there. Especially
it looks incredible. It looks like almost like laser tag in Echo Arena if there was gravity.
Right, exactly.
Right, kind of, yeah.
And that's kind of the feel that the devs were going for. They're looking for more futuristic, kind of that futuristic paintball. You know, you're wearing a VR mask. You could go to a field, play paintball. That's fine, but you can't do it in the future.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
damn straight.
And no, it's super cool though. The maps are community maps. We have community map makers that create the maps. And a lot of the maps, the ones, for instance, that we compete in the VRML, are real world events. So they took those real world maps and then brought them into the game. Like, for instance, last week we played the big MSXL Paintball Championship map for this year.
Sick. Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so if you play paintball and you're on a team, that's another way we advertise the game too. You want to walk the field before an event. We got it right here. Practice. Like, our bots are smart too. They're dangerous. They'll make you sweat.
Wow,
and
cool.
It's absolutely incredible. We have a couple of guys who play for amateur pro teams that actually play the game and are incredible at the game. And yeah, it's great.
So if somebody thinks they're good, right, and they're maybe interested in getting involved in VRML or maybe joining a team or something like that, what advice would you give them?
Oh, it's super easy. Just jump over to vrmasterleague.com, go over to leagues, drop down to Snapshot. The Snapshot Discord's in there. You just hop in there, introduce yourself. You can sign up on the site as a reservist. And then just go into the Discord. It's a super friendly community. That's another reason I'm so in love with Snapshot, is the community is so friendly. And just be like, hey, I'm looking for a team. Anybody got one? Or if you've got a few friends, make a team. Yeah, just straight up make a team. Like, if you think you've got what it takes, come and put it on the field. Let's do it.
Yeah, come and lose. If you got what it takes, come and let me tell you, you don't. Number 3. All right, Desi Fox, before we let you go, do you have anything for us in closing?
If you also want to get carried for a win in Pop 1, I'm also always around.
Nice.
So.
There it is.
Nice.
That's how I talk about things. You know, it's like, hey, you want me to carry you? Hit me up.
But no, seriously, Snapshot, the VRML, definitely give the Twitch a follow. Check out some of the live games. We've got some videos up. Give me a shout on Twitter. I'm always looking for people to play with, and that's pretty much it.
Sweet.
Desi Fox, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the show today, my friend. We will talk to you very, very soon, brother.
Hey, I'll catch you later.
Homie. All right, see you later. All right, so before we go on here, I believe we may have what is causing the camera to crash. So I'm just going to fix that real quick.
Oh, nice. Maybe we can pull up Time Lord's thing too, or is that going to be too much time?
Well, I'll get that in a minute. Let me fix this problem first, and we'll get there.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, but we got.
Sorry for jumping the gun. Fucking yell at me.
There's some new people in the chat though. Maybe we should. Shout out some these legends in there, man.
Well, they're new since we've mentioned our chat, but I'm seeing some familiar faces here. We've got Mysterio, Mark. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. I'm pretty sure it's early in the morning for you. We also have Obscure Nerd VR, who I would have loved to have on this. I think we'll have to have him for a full episode in season 3, because he is crushing it, and he's here every fucking week. So thanks, Andy, Mr. Andy Southern, stand-up comedian and now VR comedian. Very exciting. So thank you for being here as well. Hussein X is here, who we love. Thank you, Hussein X, for being a part of the show today. State of VR, who I think is a new name for me. So State of VR, thanks for joining Between Realities. Click subscribe or die.
All right, so...
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, I think we're going to get John Westra here on the call.
Yes, John Westra is a name that we saw for the first time last week during our episode with Ken Bai. And he saw that and he was like, okay, I'm down. I'll come be on the show. So everybody, please welcome to Between Realities, John Westra. Hello, sir.
What's up, man?
Hi, sorry, let me mute my my other audio here.
Sweet.
There we are.
All right.
John, how are you, sir?
John.
If I was doing any better, I'd be doing something illegal. But, that could probably be arranged by the end of the day, so we're good.
Yeah, hit me up, dude. I got it. I'll hook you up. Well, thank you for joining, John Westra. Why don't you tell us a little bit about why you thought it would be a good idea to join us today?
I started out building my first computer, and you can probably tell by some of the gray hair, in 1977. Basically a Heath kit computer. So I've been at this a long time, seen a lot of stuff that's come and gone.
Seen a lot of stuff that's come and gone, and
well, VR has been something that I was first exposed to in the U.S. Air Force. Have been at it ever since the 80s. You know, I love what you guys are doing in terms of promoting the platform. I am not a huge gamer, which surprises a lot of people. Now, I'm really here for the business side of the equation.
Okay.
But
so you got to do this in the Air Force. And by the way, thank you for serving.
My honor.
Appreciate that. Yes. And then so what was it like? So in the 80s, you were doing VR in the Air Force?
Must have been CRT displays.
I got exposed to VR training sims in the 80s.
Wow. Cool. What was it like? Was it, I mean, I imagine they didn't have, 90 frames a second. I remember the old displays with 20 something frames a second.
Imagine Pac-Man level technology.
Yeah, sure.
So, literally green screen in a 20-pound unit that sat, with shoulder braces to and rear support, and, the whole nine things. So it's come a long way. I'm a huge advocate for training and simulation. Actually got written up in 2006. My company was using Second Life to do simulations of digital advertising. We weren't we got brick walled putting digital advertising in an airport, and they just wouldn't let us put it up. So we said, tell you what, how about if we can show you how it looks like before you actually see it on your walls? And we went in and we built a replica of the airport in Second Life, put digital advertising up on the walls. So we had a virtual demonstration, and based on that experience, I was hooked. I was like, this is the future. We're going to see this for training and simulation. How can I make money? And it's been, flash forward now, we've had to wait 5 years, 6 years, 7 years before the technology really caught up to where we can do that. Now that we can, demand is high. COVID was a blessing. I have to be careful how I say that.
Yeah, right. I was like,
what? Virtual for that's right. For the spatial computing industry, COVID was an unexpected catalyst for business. How's that?
That was perfectly eloquent. Well, and I couldn't have said it any better.
So it's kind of funny, right? Because during the whole COVID thing, I was like, well, VR's going to take off, right? But then everyone making the VR headsets weren't able to produce them because everyone was sick. Now everyone's trying to get VR headsets. There aren't enough to go around, and it looks like VR isn't doing great because there's not a huge base because people can't get headsets.
They are getting them though.
Now they are. Now they are. Now. But back then, remember when Half-Life Alyx came out, dude? You couldn't get shit, right. And that was like one of the biggest things.
That should have been
happen to VR.
You're right, that should have been huge.
Right. So that's interesting. So it's good and it's bad.
One of the biggest challenges that we face on the business side of the equation is, and this is a big discussion point industry wide, is you have this monolithic, siloed Facebook environment with Oculus. It's really difficult for small to medium-sized businesses, and when I say small to medium, our target market is 5 to 50 million. It's difficult for those people to pull this technology in and really start using it with all of the roadblocks that they have in terms of, hey, it's a one device, one user account experience. A lot of the content is landlocked. What do you mean we need to use SideQuest to be able to get at these applications? There's not a big business focus in terms of the App Store. If you go to an App Store, any of the App Stores today, and you want to find a particular application that meets a business need, training need, it's not there. And those are some of the roadblocks that we'd love to see in 2021, and we'd like to help sweep out of the way. And hopefully, somebody in the industry or people in the industry are starting to step up and say, yeah, we understand.
Mm-hmm. So when you say we, who are you referring to?
When I say we, I'm talking about the industry of virtual and augmented reality VARs, value-added resellers. People whose background, which is my background, has been, we're going to take technologies, we're going to understand the client's needs, we're going to find the appropriate fit in terms of the technology with the business need and plug it in. You don't hear about us. I mean, we're like the undiscovered country of VR, because so much of the focus, and it's not a negative thing, but so much of the focus has been on games and gamers and the early adopters that whole contingent of people represent. But the real growth, the real money is not only in gaming, but it's also in how can we use these technologies day-to-day, practical applications that solve real-world problems that make the world better.
So I feel like when with enterprise, HTC was the only one really doing anything for the most part. Now, we're missing a huge part of the market by Oculus not really having a good business setup and a good enterprise setup in a way. And I believe they're fixing this, but they've been fixing this for so friggin' long, right? But I mean, we need. Yeah, so we need the Quest, because the Quest is going to be the target thing for enterprise, because it's cheap, it's wireless, and it's easy to use, right? Those are the three things you need for consumers, and to be able to put your employee in something and not have them get wrapped up in cables and not, you know what I mean? So like I feel like Oculus really needs to get on board here and really push forward on this part of the market. What do you?
Your prior guest was, he was talking about VR paintball, basically. Now, I'm an old paintball guy. I used to play paintball with my sons, had a great time. But that model, when you go to a paintball field or a paintball course venue, you typically bring your own gear. And the gear, you bring your own gear, the venue supplies the venue supplies parts and accessories and repair and all of those support services for that experience. It doesn't matter whether you're playing paintball or whether you are looking to get training. The future is, you go to a commercial space with your own VR headgear, you walk into that space, and that space is designed to deliver a venue scale training experience. We're not there yet. Right.
We're gonna get there, though. We're definitely gonna get there. Because I'll tell you, man. Me and you were at, I think it might have been VRX, and we saw some really cool stuff that ExxonMobil was doing. Instead of putting their people on an oil rig and blowing it up and having these people try to run around and put out fires and stuff, they put them in a virtual environment that's safe. And they know, they're supposed to know the environments, they're supposed to know how to do this stuff, but when it's actually time, to run through the flames, it's a little different, right? But using this technology to do things like that is phenomenal, and it's huge, because when you're in that situation, which you feel like you are in VR, then it's on, right? Then you start to use your brain. Okay, how do I get out of this situation? And how, training is so big.
Are we in agreement that this is inevitable? That we are going to live in this world where this is just
absolutely
normal? Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, that's
hopefully in the not too distant future, it will be a pair of oversized sunglasses that you'll be able to use for that experience. And oh, by the way, there are also AR glasses, when they need to be. Yeah, that's what, 5 years away, they're saying.
I think so.
Who knows?
Really close. I mean, it's been 5 years away for a long time. I want it now. You know what what I'm really looking forward to is schooling in VR. And I think I've said that before a million times, but right, you don't have the sickness run, just running ransack through everyone, and then all the kids bringing it home and getting everyone sick. You don't have school shootings. You don't have all these things. You can, my daughter the other day, we were watching the SpaceX lift off the astronauts and bring them to the space station. And my daughter says, well, where are they going exactly? So I threw her in the Quest. And I loaded up Mission ISS and I let her float around the space station. And she got to see where those guys are going. She got to see where they sleep, where they go to the bathroom, where they do their science experiments.
That's so cool.
How you can't do that in a friggin' book, man. I mean, it's just not the same. You don't get that level of understanding. You know what I mean? But so this is, man, it's inevitable. We're going to a spatial computing future.
Yeah. What's been unsaid so far, John, that we need to make sure we get to before we wrap it up?
Yeah, I guess the only other thing I would comment on, and what I'd love to see, and I always plug this whenever is, we really need standards for avatars and assets. Avatar portability and asset portability. Again, huge thing. Business doesn't have the time to tinker with, I'm now in VR chat, or I'm now in this other platform. I need to recreate all of my avatars for my people. That's a non-starter. So as much as we can as an industry, as much as we can focus on making sure that avatars and assets are portable among platforms, that's going to benefit everybody. That will raise all ships.
There it is.
Let's
Let's just build this fucking metaverse, people. Let's get it done.
Let's do it.
John Westra, thank you so much for joining us on the show today, man.
It's really a pleasure to meet you, man. Pleasure to meet you.
Cheers.
Yep.
All right. See you
Until
later.
next time, sir. All right, let's get Time Lady's thing on, because I really don't want to forget that.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me
hang
up this call here. And then, so while we do this, why don't we talk about the giveaway, man, in some ways. So you're going to have to be able to, you got to subscribe to BMF, you got to subscribe to Gamertag, and you have to be subscribed here. And if you're subscribed to all three channels, when you enter, you're eligible to win. Yeah. And this is going to be I feel like this is going to be a big deal because, I mean, what a great headset, even though it's Facebook based.
I think that we should also kind of like give props to Virginia Philosophy Reality Labs at the University of Virginia.
Dude,
enter the giveaway, right? But like, check out their website and look at some of the stuff that we're doing. And hopefully next season we'll get those guys on the show to really talk about this as well.
That has to happen, man. That just has to happen. And I can't get her out of full screen here.
I mean, can we just do like can we put in like the browser or something?
Yeah, I suppose.
Just like a normal.
Let's see here. It's not.
Just drag it.
Full
screen it, maybe.
Yes. Well, so I will full screen, and then we will try to get this going. Hold on a second here, guys. We'll go over to this guy and
just drag it. Unfull screen it, window it, maybe.
This is Time Lord.
Time Lord of the Box. So every step of this show today has been absolutely.
This is what you're gonna do. Picture it, and then drag it up to that corner.
Hold on.
That's not even moving. It's because the window there.
I know.
Jesus
I know. It's ridiculous. Everything is fight. Everything worked before the show. It's crazy, and now everything is fighting us. Everything is fighting us.
Pop it out. Picture it. Pop out. No, that's full screen.
All right, hold on.
Up above that. There it is. Pop that out. Now fucking grab that shit and drag it up there.
Okay, let's see.
And that didn't work. Change the fucking, what is it called?
Yes. The web browser thing.
Yeah.
We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Noobs. Damn noobs on YouTube. All right. Oh, I think we got this now.
Picture.
There she is.
Time Lord of the Box, our very own Time Lady. Here's a message from her that
now there's no sound.
We'll get it.
We're gonna get Time Lady on here because she's an amazing influencer here in virtual reality. Hold on, let's make sure that's up. All the way up there. Make sure that's going, and let's hit play and see what happens.
Hi, this is Time Lord of the Box. I'm from Japan. I work in social media. I'm interested in technology and meeting people all around the world. Also, I studied philosophy at the university. From my childhood, I always remember that I was questioning universe, reality, and after coming to Japan, meeting the new technology here, I guess it led me to have an interest in VR, virtual reality. I noticed that VR makes much experiences possible which are not immediately available in our physical environment. So that's why I love VR, and also I love VR community. People on Twitter who are very supportive and nice all the time. I thank you. I thank Between Realities, Alex and Skiwa. I will be always your time lady, and I will be always one of your earliest supporters. Cheers.
Oh, my heart. Time lady, you're the sweetest.
She's amazing. She's amazing.
Dude, it has been, you are the best. Thank you for your message, Time lady. Time Lord of the Box. She has a powerful Twitter account.
Yes.
Follow her.
Yes.
Dude, this is
amazing. And English isn't her first language, but she popped in here for us anyway to say hello to the community. And she's awesome. She is one of the nicest people I've met during this whole VR ride.
Yep. It has been great. It's been so awesome, like having all of these different people on the show today, man. Like so many different guests, so many different personalities showing up. It's the best, man.
I agree there.
What's up, bitches? Remember, that's the first thing I ever said to you guys. What's up, bitches? That was awesome. What's the deal with all these nobodies that you have on the show today? The only reason you even have viewers on today's episode is because you're giving away the biodata theft unit. I'm willing to bet that none of these people will be here after you're done with these stupid giveaways. Sure. Keep telling yourselves that. I'm sure that's why you've decided to partner with BMF and GamerTagVR for the next giveaway. Whatever helps you sleep at night. I'll see you losers in season 3.
Sorry about that. Can you hear us now, guys?
He killed our fucking comms.
He did, man.
He fucked everything up.
He did.
Houston, are we back or are we not back?
Damn, robot stole the feed.
Son of a goddamn bitch.
Well, let's make sure that Mike had a stroke. Let's make sure that we are still good on the audio here. Can you guys hear us now? Can't hear for the last 4 minutes. No.
There it is. We're back.
Okay. All right. Cool. God damn it. We should be back now.
Dude, DHR is a fucking bastard. He showed up. He talked to shit. And obviously we were trying to stick up for ourselves and for you guys. And he killed our comms and overall did whatever the fuck he does whenever he shows up here.
Yeah, he does. Sorry, guys. Like I said, there might be some technical issues. As everything blew up before this.
DHR is a technical issue. So, you know, like, what do you expect? Yes. You know what I mean?
Whatever. All right, well, let's get on with our next guest because, hopefully this one won't be so hostile. All right, who we got? We got Dean from Dean and Bren. Is that?
Yes, don't worry about that.
Sorry, guys. Like I said,
wait,
where's that?
Oh, that's me. That's
who is girl? That's me. I don't think Oh, there's Dean. All right, Dean, we're coming for you, homie. Let's see what you got.
Dean, ladies and gentlemen.
Where are you, Dean? Are you coming, Dean? Dean!
There's our boy.
Dean is here.
What's up, dude?
Brothers? Hey, dude.
How you doing, man?
I'm fantastic. What a show you guys got going on here today. Exciting.
What a shit show.
Shit show?
Oh, man. Yeah. Honestly, though, the production level that you guys are,
attempting.
I didn't want to be the first one to say it, but that you're shooting for is so impressive.
Thanks,
keep it up.
Thanks, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're trying really hard, but we get fought by OBS every step of the way.
And hostile aliens, space entities.
Yeah.
Dean, dude, it's good to see you, man. We've been getting to know each other over the past month or so, huh?
It's been awesome. I've enjoyed our Beat Saber sessions, and you carried me through some Population 1 there the other day.
As I said, dude, that's what happens. I get into the game, I carry people. That's what I do, And I honestly appreciate you meeting me in Beat Saber, man, because I can't believe how hard it is to get people to show up. Seriously, I did not think I was going to have an issue finding people to fucking train with.
Beat Saber's such a huge game.
It is huge. And maybe I'm just keeping my circle small, I want to do it with the people who I already know. And
John Carmack and
John Carmack and just famous people, But I seriously, I want to play Beat Saber on Expert Plus 5 days a week because it's literally keeping me in shape, so it's I wake up and I want to do it with someone and I'll message everybody I know and no one's down, and Dean has been fucking down. So thank you for showing up and getting in there with me, man, because I'm always trying to push the Expert Plus.
Hey, thanks for pushing me. I stopped and hard when I first was playing it, and then now you've helped me improve. So funny how your podcast today has been working out. I've been sitting here oh, awesome. I've been, the PUBG and John Westra, the last guest there, talking about VR simulation and education. Yeah. I came at VR from a different angle. I had a YouTube channel before this channel before VR was as mainstream as it is now. Then I sort of, with my friend there, Brennan, we sort of tried to transfer the channel, our interest to VR, and don't recommend it. It's good to start VR and stay VR. It's hard, but through this whole experience, I've seen so much as well, grow and develop, and now I'm getting my degree, my bachelor's in education. I'm sitting here. I thought I'm gonna have to do all this stuff on. But I had to do a lot, right? A lot of accessibility, inclusion, everything. Every lesson I write, I have to back up with the curriculum. But one professor tells me, it's yeah, you can teach whatever you want as long as you can back it up with the paper, with the curriculum. So I've written over half my essays on virtual reality for my professors. So the Beat Saber, you and I, Alex, playing Beat Saber in the morning, I was writing down about that, and I wrote a paragraph and used that as evidence of virtual reality's, fitness benefits. And there's articles, a guy there lost 138 pounds with his diet. And Skiva, I think I may have unintentionally plagiarized a tweet of yours. I saw your, I committed academic fraud. No, I haven't.
Hang up on this motherfucker. Hang up on this motherfucker.
I can still quote you. I think I actually saw your tweet about you showing your daughter the International Space Station.
Yeah.
few months ago, and I was writing about that and talking about that, and
that's cool, man.
Yeah.
And you're like, this was me.
That's a legit thing. It was the last it was the last launch when they just sent up the 4 astronauts up to the space station. It was just like a week or two ago. So yeah, good stuff, man. I mean, because how do you look at it? You look in a book and you see pictures of that shit, but you don't. You know, my 6-year-old is floating through the space station, like pushing off of walls.
Right.
Yeah. Going, oh, look, there's the window. We can see Earth. Like, when I was a kid, man, I can't even imagine. I just can't imagine. Absolutely, education is going to be huge in this. Absolutely, huge.
Totally. And that's like what I am finding that I really want to do, and I've been able to write a bunch of essays on it, and I've had meetings with some of my professors at my university that they wanted to build a virtual reality simulation lab so that they could teach teachers how to use it and how to and build some of their own resources, because I'm up in Canada, and we have French and English. We have a lot of our universities have to be bilingual, so a lot of the French students don't have a lot of resources. Everything's in English. We're looking at America for references for essays and things. So the professor was telling me that she really wanted to be able to create some in-house resources for both language groups. So it's a fascinating time for education, for simulation, and I'm just so excited here that where we are.
So another great experience that I showed my daughter. My daughter was checking out in school how planets work and how they orbit the sun, and so I took her into the experience in the lab, which is a free experience on Steam VR done by Valve. Right. And there's a thing in there where you get to go in and you get to stand in the solar system, and you stand right next to the sun, which is absolutely huge. And you watch all the little planets come by. You can grab them as they come by, hold it in your hand, and you can look and physically see the size of the Earth compared to the sun and how everything orbits. And I mean, she really grasped how this whole thing works from that VR experience until she found out that you can throw all the planets into the sun and they explode into fire. Then the universe died. So sorry about that. but I mean, you just can't, like, there's no other way to really be able to see how that shit works, besides standing in it and looking at it and interacting with it. And it's so powerful. It's just so powerful.
And think of go ahead.
No, after you, please.
Think of the aspect of focus. You can't. When I taught my class in my practicum last year, and I wanted to show them like Scratch programming or a bunch of they got to write a report on a famous figure or something. All the kids are alt tabbing. They're all going to to websites that had Flash games or HTML5 games or something. And I had some funny experiences where they were like, one girl asked me, can we go to coolmathgames.com when we're done? I'm like, no, I know it's a farce. I know it's not. That's a fake name to make teachers think that it's like teaching you math. I'm sure there's probably something on there, but that was around when I was in high school. So I know your tricks. But have you ever, I think the coolest thing, I haven't got Quest 2 yet, the biometric data theft unit. But as soon as I got my Quest, I went into a school I was playing volleyball at, and I brought it into the gym, loaded up super hot, made a 7x7 meter play space, and suddenly you could run from those red dudes. Like you could just run and hide. And then that T for God. Have you guys tried that?
Oh, dude, yeah.
It is the coolest game in the whole world, dude. I love T for God.
Definitely the best experience on side quests.
It is so sick.
Yeah.
So imagine we have that with like with multiplayer, like Space Pirate Trainer Arena, but we can use it for educational purposes. So, boom, you're at the original Thanksgiving, or on the Mayflower, and all the kids have to learn use the wind to change the sails and count count how many I don't know, not cannonballs, but I'm trying to frame this to you.
No more buying dead frogs and having stinky dissections, right? Because you can do it all digitally, and you can have the stuff come out of the bodies, and it's so many possibilities, man. So
we're picking up what you're putting down.
It's gonna be amazing, and I can't wait.
Dude, absolutely. And you know what? Like, just to bring it back to what really matters here, T for God, beautiful graphics, multiplayer, Skyrim. That's what I want. I want like crawling through dungeons in procedurally generated areas with my homies, and like everyone stands on the same spot, right? And then you all enter the room, and then like you all agree, like everyone has to have like an 8x8 space or whatever, so like you could literally recreate that 8x8 space in each person's house, and then go through a procedurally generated dungeon together.
I think Triton VR attempts that.
It's just one. I think it's just a static location.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, but it's co-location, two quests in the same room is what I think that's what they do. But I could be completely wrong.
They do over the internet as well.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. No, people are trying, and that's what matters, because someone's gonna hit it. You know what I mean? And it's almost too bad that Space Pirate Arena was right about to launch the beta right before COVID hit.
Yeah, we'd have been running around in there by now.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
So Dean, you have a channel, right? You have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
It's called Dean and Bren now, and it's been through a few iterations, but I formed it with my best friend that I met we were at music school at University for Music together, and we found each other through he put his hand up and said, I learned about music because of I like video game soundtracks, and I was that's me. I like that Chrono Trigger and Earthbound and these old Super Nintendo games. And sure enough, we became really good friends, and we started making. We made some music videos to popular songs. So Pharrell Williams and Daft Punk that play "Up All Night to Get Lucky." That song was on the charts. It was the song of the summer. It might have been the song of the previous summer. But we were playing DayZ, and we made some music videos to those songs. But our songs were all our buddies from university and in town musicians we played with. So they took a long time to make. But we and DayZ, have you guys played it?
I haven't. I think I've jumped in there once.
It inspired everything. It inspired everything we're playing. A lot of things we play today, like Population 1, the original, before H1Z1, was Arma 3, and before that there were like the DayZ survival games, and Summit won some, Anthony Kongfan won some. So some big streamers today back used to play DayZ, and that was DayZ comes from that. But it's the worst to film in, because if you want to meet someone at a specific spot, you spawn on the beach and you got to survive for like an hour and run somewhere. Your camera goes black and white if you run out of food, if you get low on food and things. So by the time you would get somewhere to film a scene in your game in the machinima, it was almost impossible. So we made these films and they blew up, and I hope like you guys can feel this, it's my phone was dying battery wise because it was buzzing so much. And I was working at this music store, and I hopped on the train and went lost service in a tunnel, came out, and it was just notifications. So it was awesome. It was, and so our channel blew up in DayZ, and we kind of like tried to navigate it to H1Z1, and then had another stint with Rainbow Six, but it's hard to convert a channel like that that's been so dug into one thing. And so anyways, both him and I started working for other YouTubers, editing videos, and the guy I was working for, his name's Jelly. He's a huge Minecraft, Roblox YouTuber. Great guy. He's taking me on a bunch of trips and stuff when he came over. But he got a VR headset for free or something for some sponsored video early on, some Vive, and he wanted to do these simulation videos. And I'm like, you have a VR headset. That's like what they are. And he's like, yeah, but it's like so hard to set up. And I'd make these videos. So finally I was like, I'm going to do it myself. I got one. I started playing Onward, and another tie-in to Dizzy there, Dezzy, Desert Fox.
Dezzy, yeah.
I mostly was watching the Airsoft Desert Fox guys' videos. Anyways, so Onward just became like just amazing, and so we tried to transition to that, and now we're still making videos. I don't stream as much. I still work for other people, and I'm going to school. So, but I'm so happy that like through you guys and Grumpy Duck there the other weekend, the VR community is starting to really open up and become a lot more collaborative. So thank you for what you're doing, and I'm looking forward to what everyone here is making too.
Dude, thank you so much for coming on, man. It's great to meet you, put a face to the voice, and I look forward to getting you up to speed on Expert Plus and Beat Saber, man. We're just gonna keep crushing it.
Let's do it.
Well, thanks for joining us, brother.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
We'll see you next time.
Nice to meet you. All right.
I'm going to pee before we bring on our next guest.
All right.
I'm going to die if I don't.
Alex almost peed his pants. So he is heading over to the space station bathroom to flush that shit out the airlock. So in the meantime, please guys, go down in the description and click that Gleam giveaway for the new headset. Go over and check out BMF's channel. He has everything Quest related that you'd ever want to know about the Quest. The dude just pumps out videos like nobody's business. Head over to GamerTagVR's channel. That dude is one of the hardest working guys in all of virtual reality content creation. The guy has a family and kids and a full-time job, but he still streams every single day. The dude is just amazing, and he's a nice guy, super nice guy. I absolutely think you should go over there and subscribe to those channels as well, because you don't want to miss the stuff that's coming out. But yeah, we also have, here comes Alex. Come back. Let's see, make sure he doesn't trip over anything here.
Holy shit. Dude, if that didn't happen, I would not have been able to have this conversation.
I would have been getting sprinkled under the desk here.
Okay. Next guest today is a great friend of mine. He's a VR content creator. He is the homie, indeed, and his name is Aspen Darkfire.
Oh yes. All right, let's get Aspen Darkfire on the line here. Hopefully he's still available. Aspen Darkfire.
Better
be. You feel relieved.
Insane.
Aspen! Hold on a second, buddy. Let me get you on the screen here. 1 second.
AD!
Right.
AD!
What's up, buddy?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Yo, what's up, man?
It's been a rough day, but we're powering through it, man.
I mean, looking good, guys. You've had some amazingly funny guests. And I was like, oh shit, it's my turn to come on, and I'm about like the most serious person when it comes to all this stuff. So I'm sorry if I'm going to bring the show down a notch, down to like some more serious topics. But
absolutely not. Yeah, or if you get too boring, Alex will just pee.
Yeah, I'll just make fun of you or something.
Get some food or something. I'll check you later. That's totally cool.
So I'm super stoked to have you on right now, bro. Like,
well, thanks, man. Thanks.
AD and I spend a lot of time gaming outside of VR. Actually, we both play a game. Can I talk about this or no?
Go for it, man. Go for it.
We started playing World of Warcraft Classic together, and we started characters at the same time with some friends of mine, like outside of VR. And AD, like I told him about it, and he was like, "Great, what class do you need?" Like, I'm in. I'm fucking in. So I was like, all right, we need a priest. Let's get it. And he rolled a priest, and we've like had this solid group of 5 players that Aspen Darkfire is one of them. And we crushed dungeons, and it's been awesome, dude. It's been so great to have it.
Has anyone gotten World of Warcraft going in Vorpax or anything, I wonder?
Nathy did a video a while ago.
Oh, did he? Right.
Yeah, like a long time ago.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't think it's like working,
yeah,
you know, but I think like you could like load some of like the models or.
Sure.
Do you know anything about that, AD?
I don't. Like World of Warcraft is a guilty pleasure of ours. There's a lot more to that story though, because first I was covering Alicia, their Kickstarter. I was doing a bunch of videos on that, and I was super excited about how it was coming along. And then I was like, you know what, I gotta try Orbis. So I called up Alex. I'm like, Alex, teach me Orbis. And this is kind of like a trend. I call up Alex and say, teach me different games. Population 1 is kind of next on my list. So we jumped into Orbis. We made a video. We had a great time, and that's when we're like, but it's not Warcraft. Like, it's not there yet. It's not the MMO that we want in VR. So that's where the story picked up when he's like, hey man, I need a priest. I was like, hell yeah.
Let's go.
I can heal. So I know I heal Alex like 3 times a week, and he yells at me. And it's fun times, man. It's fun time. I record it all too. Eventually there will be a montage video of us going from like level 1 to level 60.
Oh, that's going to be
in
great.
World of Warcraft together.
Very cool.
I can't wait. And I will say, he always lets other people in the group die. Like,
Absolutely.
somebody else will die, not me. Like,
Yes.
like, somebody else who grabbed aggro and they shouldn't have. Like, they pay for it. I stay alive.
Yeah.
So.
His other friends are all expendable.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
Totally
glad you have your
fine.
priorities straight, sir.
Yeah.
So let's focus here a little bit.
Sure.
Wow. You have kind of like, I don't know, you have like a cool spot in the VR community, I would say. You are a content creator, and you've also been involved with some of like the behind the scenes stuff with what is it, XRSI?
Yeah, XRSI. Yeah.
Yep. So tell us a little bit about what VR has been like for you in the past month or two.
Yeah, sure. So I used to be cybersecurity. That was like my main role, doing a lot of stuff with privacy. Someday we can go on a rant about that. But picked up my first headset when I saw Beat Saber. Beat Saber like 2 years ago when the original Vive came out. I saw Beat Saber. I was like, man, I have to do that. That just looks amazing. So I jumped in, started making videos. They were terrible. I got some friends VR headsets. We made these like going through the forest and stuff. Never caught on. They got like maybe 50, 60 views. And then I started thinking more about like the privacy stuff that goes with VR. And I got to apologize because I gave Skiva such a hard time when you guys were giving away that quest. I was like, what the hell? Why are you promoting this garbage and all that kind of stuff? But
it's to promote what you're talking about, right? And it does kind of suck. It's like, don't eat this poison, but here, have it.
Yeah.
And I do get it. I do get it. But there's a lot of people out there that don't give up, and they're going to buy it anyway.
Yes.
Right? So I might as well just give them one.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. And that's where I sit in this kind of this weird place. Like I say, I am a content creator, not a very popular one. I do a little bit. I was there when GamerTag started getting popular. They used to DM him a little bit, and all those guys.
He's in the chat right now, by the way. Say hi,
GT.
I've never met him in person. I don't think he's ever seen my face. Well, I guess he may have seen it if he had watched my videos.
Who has seen your face? Oh, you have your face in videos?
I do. I did start, and that was a big step, putting my face in videos. I never used to. I used to be a very private person, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to put it out there. So some of my tutorials on like how to do Half-Life Alyx mods, I put my face on.
Oh, that's great.
But anyway, so to XRSI, started thinking a lot about privacy. XRSI is a volunteer organization. So I was talking to Kavya Perlman, which leads that, and just talking about, what Facebook's doing with the industry, and also the fact that a lot of people don't actually care about it, right? Like when you start using your Quest, it's like it's one of the only options out there, and people don't necessarily think about the implications of that data that's being set up. You think about it like momentarily, like, oh, this sucks, and then you can't think, well, I got to do it anyways, because otherwise I can't play VR, I can't play Population 1. Mm-hmm. So we do a lot of trying to inform people and talk to people, and one of the scary bits about what Facebook is doing, and then this comes from my background years ago when I worked in the government sector. The law doesn't really protect people very well when it comes to privacy, especially the U.S. law. It's based on consent. So if you give consent that someone can collect your data, then they can take that data and share it with anybody else because they have basically consent. It's the third-party doctrine. It comes into how intelligence agencies work as well. because of third-party doctrine, if you've given your data to a company, the government can then take that data and do whatever they want with it. So the law isn't really there to protect. Ethics comes into play there because there's a lot of things you can do that are legal but not ethical. And that's one of the biggest concerns we have with what Facebook is doing with the data, is that on paper, it's probably legal, aside from you talk about like antitrust and all kind of stuff. That's yet to be determined. But actually taking that data, they're not breaking any laws because we're giving the consent, but they don't have to be ethical with it, right? They can do whatever they want with it to make money or whatever they need to. So that's the thing we're trying to talk to people about and really push legislators to take a look and refine the laws so that they can't take that data and do stuff with it. Does that make sense?
Absolutely,
give me
man.
Some questions, yeah.
No, we have to think about this stuff while we're on the ground level of this, because once everything has blown up and everyone's into VR and spatial computing and AR and XR and all the Rs, like it's almost too late. So much data will already have been accumulated that they'll pretty much own the likeness of everybody. Right. And as they work on their artificial intelligences, as they work on their quantum computing and this and that, like they'll be able to reproduce you eventually. Right. But you will be owned by them, literally. So you really are selling your soul in a way. You know what I mean?
It gets very scary because so I know I'm a bit of a determinist, and I've talked to Alex about this before. I like to pretend I have free will because if you don't pretend you have free will, then life gets really depressing. So yeah, exactly. I pretend I'm making the decisions to say what I'm going to say, right?
I'm right there with you.
But here's the thing. So if Facebook collects all this data about you, and they can reproduce you, and they can make really educated guesses on exactly what you want at any point in the day, they become the perfect selling machine. Like you won't even know. You will love the fact that they are giving you exactly what you want, and you'll just be handing them your money. And I mean, I don't know if you'll be necessarily happy, but they'll just know what to sell you at every single given moment, right? And this is how YouTube does when you get into those YouTube rabbit holes. When you go down the rabbit hole, you're not necessarily angry about it. You're like, yeah, that was fun. I wasted 8 hours of my life. I watched a million goats fainting. I'm relatively happy, but that's what I did for the last 8 hours, right? Like, and YouTube knows that. So it gets to a point where they can really manipulate you because people are pretty easy to manipulate if you have all the data you need. So,
exactly. Yeah.
You know, when we had Joachim on the show, he's the first one to like really bring up like this vision that we see in movies of this like underground super badass hacking community, right? Where like they are just against the power, and they're the ones that are the resistance, and they're like sending each other into worlds with it's like the Matrix almost, it's like if the Matrix got too far. So XRSI was kind of involved in some, I don't know, I don't want to like, you can stop me if you want, AD, but like what do you know about the whole fucking jailbreak situation? And we can end the conversation if you want, but I would love to dive into that a little bit if you want to talk about it.
So we can talk about it a little bit. I can't go into too many details because it was a bit of a clusterfuck, to be honest. And I use swears sparingly, but that was definitely a bit of a clusterfuck.
Yeah, I very rarely swear, actually.
Yeah, so you like to imagine that there's this like, resistance, right? Like if you watch Star Wars, like there's this resistance and there's all these good guys getting together, fighting the power.
Terminator and all that stuff,
Yeah, reality is so far from that. Like it's actually just a bunch of people scrambling around trying to figure out, they want to do good things, but they're not always ethical either. You have like these parties who are like, well, I mean, you saw it on Reddit, right? Some dude just like, put everything out there, right? Now, I can't comment on the validity of all that kind of stuff, but that's the kind of stuff like you don't necessarily see in Star Wars. Think like, C-3PO doesn't go and spill all the beans to Reddit, right? Like he's there to kind of help the resistance. So it's a lot more complicated and messy than you sort of expect. Because I mean, people are fallible. They have different priorities. You've got, in some cases, because Facebook is so powerful, you have guys like, for example, I'll say like SideQuest, right? So SideQuest is developing a product because they're going to, help you put stuff on Quest. At the same time, they're very beholden to Facebook, right? Because Facebook could turn them off in a second, which means they're not in a position where they can really fight the power because the power can just like, they have absolutely no leverage at Facebook. The best they can do is say, we've got 500 followers or something like that, right? I'll tell you, those followers, the moment SideQuest is gone, they'll move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Some of them will stay. I mean, I don't want to overgeneralize. There are some people dedicated to it, but most people use SideQuest because it's a convenient way to get the games they want to get, right? They don't actually care that SideQuest is, like trying to fight against Facebook. And
just a means
in a way
to
they
an
aren't
end.
even. Yeah, exactly. It's a means to an end. So if SideQuest goes away, they find something else, right? So when you're in that situation where a lot of the players are actually beholden to Facebook anyways, it's hard to get anything done because if you don't have funding, if you don't have influence, and that's what XR is trying to build up, a community with some sort of, basically something to back them up so they can make statements, so they can go out and actually, so fight the power, basically.
Right.
That makes sense.
I think something that people don't think of is this, right? So they collect all this data. They're not doing anything super dangerous with it right now, right? But they're a publicly traded company, which means anyone that comes in and offers them enough money, they have to sell by law. They have to sell it, right? Yes. So then you have another CEO coming in that might not be as ethical as Zuckerberg, right? And you and then what? Right? What if the world's worst CEO comes in? He's got this big pile of data. He can do anything with it. Like it's already over. All the data's out there. They have it all already. Now someone else bought Facebook. They have a different agenda. Now what?
Yeah.
That's something that was really shocking when I went from government to private sector, and it totally makes sense. The CEO is beholden to the stakeholders and making money, right? To the investors. That is their bottom line.
Yep.
They don't have to be ethical. They don't have to act a nice way because legally they have to help their investors, right? That is what they are there for. So it doesn't matter if they don't want to do it. It's what do my investors want and how do I make the most money? Which is just like, it's a weird way to act. But I've talked to CEOs where that's what they say. It's like, you know what? I don't like it, but I have to do it. Otherwise I wouldn't be the CEO, right? I have to make money. That's just the way the capitalism works. So it is a very interesting take when you talk to some of these people, like kind of the motivations behind it. And I remember when people were like complaining, Oculus said they'd never, have to log in with Facebook, and Oculus said this, Oculus said that. Oculus doesn't say shit, right? It is whoever at that time is making the decisions within Facebook. Facebook and Oculus are not people who you can talk to. Right. There are managers and CEOs all in there. The average Facebook employee is powerless to make change unless they can get enough people to convince the board of directors to make a change. So even though you look at John Carmack, right? Like he's saying he would love to do X, Y, or Z. But to some degree, he's helpless. Yeah, he can't. He can't make those decisions, right? He can only suggest things.
So what's your overall outlook on this right now? Like, do you see like a roadmap to like some kind of like beautiful outcome? Or are you like generally looking at this like we're like on a path to hell right now, and if we don't do something big, we're fucked?
Yeah. I'm well, you've talked to me a few times. I have a grim outlook, to be honest, just because I know people can be manipulated. The determinism plays in a bit there. So I think we are on a bad path right now. I want to be optimistic. That's why I keep on, rallying against these things. But generally, I just don't have a lot of faith that we'll come out of this very well. Right.
If you could give advice to somebody now who like, maybe hasn't considered this or like doesn't think there's any issue to really worry about or something, like what do you want people to leave this conversation with? Maybe something that they can do to like, I don't know, try to be aware of it moving forward.
Yeah, so I think Skiva's really had some good points on that. It's find an alternative, right? We have to find an alternative. So whether it's Deca Gear or some other manufacturer, just figuring out if there is some alternative to the Quest ecosystem. And on top of that, consumers have to take more control over the situation, right?
They have to care.
They have to care. We have to get rid of this victim mentality. Like there's nothing I can do. Like, I'm just going to use the Quest. And I mean, I won't promote the Quest, but I got 2 here because when my kids want to play Among Us, we jump in there, like 4 of us all together. I got teenagers. I'm not putting like my 2-year-old in VR or anything, but like we jump in, we have an absolute blast. And to have 5 PCs set up with 5 HTC Vives, forget about it. So my main driver is an Index, but I have 2 Quests because to get my kids in, that's the easiest way to get in. Now, I'm still working out how I'm going to do the accounts. Like they don't have Facebook accounts. It's like me and my wife's, and I let different people use it, which I think is another fun thing to do is, don't let other people use your headsets in a pandemic. But once we're past this, the idea that, you both have headsets, why not trade headsets so that when people are building a profile, they're getting different people's information, different people's data. So it's really easy to, like, the AI algorithms are interesting, but they're really easy to mess up. Like, if you want to try it, go onto YouTube and literally watch videos on fainting goats for an hour. YouTube will think that all you care about is fainting goats. Fainting goats are hilarious.
I'm a huge fan. I feel like your username should be fainting goat.
If anyone here doesn't know what a fainting goat is, YouTube that shit after this.
Yeah,
because it is amazing.
Fuck up your algorithm.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Give it an hour. YouTube will be convinced that's the only thing you care about in the world. They'll be like, we just want to give you more fainting goats. Like the AI is okay, but it's not great, right? Which is part of the reason why Facebook is messing up with all these bans. Is the AI is looking for a very specific. This is what a person looks like. If you deviate, you're not a person. We're going to ban your account. So I've gone on for a bit. Apologies. I know it's 10 minutes limit there. So
I'll cut you a little slack. I'll cut you a little slack. You know what we'll do is we'll pick this up in season 3 when we have you on as a guest.
Absolutely.
That's great. I do want to show my. I haven't got the Between Realities one, but I do have the Alex Barrow one.
There he is. That's my boy.
Favorite mug.
That's my boy right there. Aspen Darkfire. Go into the description right fucking now. Click on his channel. Subscribe to that shit and watch some of his videos because he is doing something different and that is good.
Yep, absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
AD, thank you, brother. We'll
Thanks
see you
for
next
coming
time,
on, man.
Good one.
You're the man.
See ya.
We'll see you in BRD.
Heck yeah. Man, we've had some awesome people on, and we only have one more left, which kind of makes me sad.
It does make me a little bit sad, but I actually think that we've been doing decent. Once we got the show running, like the timing is like kind of working out. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, for sure.
Our last guest of the day for the season finale of season 2 is the one and only Steve XM.
Yes, let's see if we can get Steve on the line.
Let's get him in here.
Steve XM. Well, let's get him up on the screen. What's up? How you going there, Steve XM?
Hold on, guys. 1 second here. Gotta mute some stuff. This is crazy looking. Oh, this spaceship's looking really good these days, guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks, man. Alex spends a lot of time scrubbing the floors. You see how shiny they are, man?
Yeah.
He's a clean freak. He's a clean freak.
Am I reversed on your screen right now? What does this look like?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what you look like in real life. I don't know. You're backwards in real life.
Your background says Steve XM. It looks good.
There you go.
Oh, okay. If you can read it, you can read it. That's good. So how you guys been doing? Congratulations on season 2.
Thank you. Thank you for being here to help us close it up.
Yes.
So that's the smartest thing I've seen people do. Like a lot of people commit themselves to like the week-to-week schedule with podcasts, and that seems like that grind could just get old pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, especially I feel like when you're pretty new at it, those season breaks allow you to go in and tear shit apart and make shit run better. It's so needed when you're trying to do something that looks nice.
If you have today's Friday, we have another episode a week from today. That in that 1 week, are we gonna implement quality of life changes, like stuff like that? It's not gonna happen.
So it's more about improving the show than it is taking time off.
Yep. It also gives us an opportunity to book guests and get them stacked up and ready to go. Take a month, reach out to everybody, get everybody.
When MRTV first started, he did seasons, and that's kind of where I got the idea from.
Nice.
And but then he went hardcore, 1,000 miles an hour, rented a building, and he's like, VR. Love that guy. I love his dedication, man. I love his dedication.
Yeah, you guys had some killer guests this season. It was just insane. When I was clicking on the videos, I'm like, they got this guy, that girl, this guy. I'm like, whoa.
Dude, everyone in this community is so cool. And they just want to see VR thrive, and they want to promote it however they can, and they want to talk to everyone in the industry. I mean, it's great. Before we did this show, everyone was always just willing to talk to me all the time, So it's great, man. What an amazing community. I have yet to meet a douche.
I've met a couple. But I will say, relatively, they're still cool because they love VR and we have similar interests. So even though it's all relative, you know what I mean? I compare that person to a real actual douche.
Right.
And they don't look like one, you know, but like there's so many exceptionally awesome people in this community that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I love the community, man. I really do. That's the, you know, next to VR itself.
Yeah.
Just the people that are involved in it. I feel like VR attracts smart, awesome people.
One like Steve here who has joined us now. So Steve, of course, is a content creator as well. He's got a channel and you've been doing a lot of different shit on there, man.
Yeah, I started doing, I started with VR. That's how I actually got my first gaming PC. That's what got me into PC gaming. So I've been a gamer since I was, you know, 2 years old, playing Nintendo, Super Nintendo, all the way up through. And I think it was when the PSVR came out, I was interested in that. And then I was doing some research and I'm like, I don't know if the PSVR is going to be that great. So then I started looking into the Rift. And then I was like, well, I got to get a gaming PC. So finally, I think it was like 27 when I finally first got my first gaming PC rig, which I wanted my entire life. So now I'm, you know.
It's a good reason to do it, yeah. Good
VR master race.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just got to get a 3080, that's all.
Dude, Steve has struggled with his.
I struggled with my 3090.
3090.
So my 3090 was not performing as well as my 1080 Ti. And after a month, they're like, how about a firmware update? And boom, they kind of solved some of the problems there. So
that's good to know.
Yeah, but you know, early adopters, man, we all have that early adopter pain, you know, because we've been into VR, all of us, since the beginning. So,
so what's been keeping you busy, Steve?
Can you guys see the background here?
Yes. Sir.
Oh yeah, pop one, baby.
That's it. I got the.
That's what's keeping us busy too.
I got the shields back there in case I need the shields. I got everything I need here. So
very nice.
Population 1's my main game. I'm going to be doing some streams coming up with that. I don't really have that much time anymore for VR, for gaming. I'm a new father. So it's been,
congratulations.
Thank you. So I've been juggling that, but the one game that I come back to, it's like just Population 1. It's so much fun. You can jump in it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Or you can play for 5 hours straight if you want. But yeah, the game is it's simple. I know a lot of people complain about the gunplay and stuff, but I mean, fun-wise, it's just
off the charts.
I voted for it on the Steam Awards. I voted a VR Game of the Year. I don't know really what else came out this year, but it got my vote.
Half-Life Alyx.
Yeah.
You know, and that would be the only thing. But the games are so different, right? This is all about you and your friends and communication and stuff like that. And Half-Life Alyx is a single-player, story-driven experience.
Right.
So it's really hard to compare the two.
I've put more time into Pop 1 than I have Alyx.
Well, sure, because you can't just play Half-Life Alyx over and over and over again and it be the same amount of awesome. You know what I mean? So, but I have played it 2 times from start to finish, and then man, with haptics,
dude,
holy shit, it changes everything. Changes everything. But either way, man, Population 1, holy shit, that's all I want to play. That's all I want to play.
I pretty much drain my quest every time.
The thing about it is too is the player base, like the lobbies, like it's great for streaming too, because if you die and it's a new game, you're waiting maybe a minute till you get into another lobby. Like there's so many people with the quest. It was perfect timing with the launch. I mean, they waited and waited, but it was definitely worth it. So, you know, we got downgraded a little bit as PC guys because of the quest, but it's a trade-off. You get the player base now. So I'm seeing that a lot with a lot of these new games. We're going to be getting that a lot with hopefully with Quest 3. I still haven't dived into the standalone world, but I'm waiting. I feel like next year they're going to come out with another headset. Hopefully it's going to be a little bit better.
They might. I don't know. I don't know exactly how they're going to play this, right? Because I feel like it looks like they're going to do one of those yearly updates like a phone would. But what I think really happened is they just dipped their toe in the water with the Quest to say, is this going to catch on? Are people going to bite? And it did, and it was sold out constantly. So they said, okay, we're gonna shift our business focus completely to the mobile market, and they do it well. They have made by far the best mobile standalone headset. So yeah, I don't know now. I don't know if they're going to come out with one next year and the year after that. I feel like the Quest 1 was really just a test.
Yeah.
So
that's a good perspective. I've never really considered that before.
Yeah, I didn't win mine. I was upset. I was banging my fist on the table for the contest today.
Well, you got another chance, man, because BMF and GamerTagVR have gone into this with us to give away another headset.
Yeah, it's great. The community's coming together to give these awards out and all that.
Yeah, like our fucking award over here that was given to us by Mateo. Like, how fucking cool is that, dude? You know, like man. Stuff like this. It's awesome. And I mean, I've seen you in in so many places, Steve, you know, like that's what's so great about this is like I see these names that I see in chat right now in everybody's chat.
In everyone's chat.
You know, and like
community
everyone's
is amazing.
all over the place.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm Alex VR, right? You're Steve XM. What's the XM?
So if you can kind of tell by the logo, it doesn't really mean anything. The XM, when people always ask that, it's inspired from Mega Man X. Where is it over here?
I can tell from the X for sure.
Yeah,
that definitely would have been my guess.
Growing up, that was one of my jams, the Mega Man X series. So, you know, I came up with this stuff like 2 years ago. I don't think I'm really ready to do a rebranding or anything, but it works. It's pretty cool. It's an X and my name in real life, Steven. So I had that idea back in the day where it's like I knew I was going to have viewers in my chat, hopefully anyways. And I was like, well, what are they going to call me? And sometimes people have weird names that they call you. I was like, I just want them to call me by my name. Like, I don't want them to call me like, you know, fluffy bags or something like that. So I think Alex has got the same idea there.
I did that exact same thing, dude. But I had already started a channel and realized that I needed to change to something that would make sense. Especially because I was trying to get hired. Right? Like I started a channel. I want to work in VR, and I didn't want to have to reintroduce myself to potential employers, you know, and be like, oh, so anyway, you know me as, you know,
Fluffy Balls.
Yeah. Dick Squeezer 69. and you know, I'm actually Alex, you know, so, but I did toil about it, dude. It took me like a week and a half to fucking land on my own name.
That's good. I wonder if Steve VR is taken. I'm sure it's taken.
Dude, it's there, man. I feel like if you're just the first of that name to slap the VR on the end, you're good to go.
Yeah?
You know?
I just kept my nickname from all the way from like elementary, middle school, and high school.
Yeah,
people call me Skiva.
That? Can you believe
I'm
that?
just Skiva.
Skiva? People act like in real life called him Skiva as a young kid.
Yeah. All the way growing up, man, I was always Skiva. People didn't call me by my real name.
Where does that even fucking come from?
It came from my last name. It was just a thing from my last name.
Yeah, which isn't Skiva.
Right, but people just would call me Skeege and then Skeeve and then Skiva. And then Skiva stuck, and it's been that way ever since, man. And I don't know. So I just,
That's hilarious. We actually had that conversation when we started this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was like, okay, like, we're going to call you Harry?
Who are me?
Yeah. Are you Skiva? You know, and we were like, I don't know. Which one should I be?
Call me whatever you want. It's not Alex VR. I guess it's me.
So go ahead.
It's so cool to see you guys together on like, the viewers can't see what I see, but I see the Discord screen with just them sitting at a table with keyboards on the table and a green screen behind them.
About, man, we are absolutely in a spaceship and you are full of shit.
Yeah. Don't break the immersion here, right? We're immersion lovers in this chat. But
you don't see that often though with guys side by side, because a lot of times we're watching this, we see you guys looking at each other, and it's like it's so much more immersive. And other guys could do that. They have green screens only, but it's cool to see that you guys, you know, you guys could do it from your own houses if you want to do. I'm sure.
And we do sometimes. And we did from quarantine, you know. Yep. And we did last week, and last week I noticed after the show my green screen was set up like shit, and sorry about that. But yeah, no, we try, you know, it's a different kind of energy when we're sitting here, you know, pumping the VR energy out together. So we try to keep it.
Did you guys make the blueprints to the spaceship? Or did you get those outsourced? Did you buy the spaceship?
We outsourced, but we were very, very closely hands-on with the design.
Quite very, very. And we did a lot of revisions too.
Yes. Yeah, we drew up in our own really shitty artist ways. We drew up what we wanted shit to look like, and then a real artist implemented it because, you know, I can't draw.
Yeah, but this is definitely the Between Reality spaceship.
Yes.
It's the one and only,
yes.
And it was made with the intention of being for this show.
Yep.
So we love it.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that happens when you take a fucking season break. Now, we're not going to completely redo our set for season 3 or anything.
But we're going to add stuff. We're going to add stuff. We're going to improve. Anytime we take a break from this show, it is not to just go jerk off and hang out. It's to improve.
Yep.
It's to make things better, to get to get more people, to get people psyched about VR.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys going to find a way to defend against the dickhead robot, or you think he's still going to be an issue?
Man. We're trying, man. You know, he crashed our last ship. And so far we've gotten it to the point where he hasn't been able to crash this one.
Yeah.
I got a pretty funny story about the dickhead robot.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
So yeah, we were going. It was me and the family. It was like our first outing with the new baby. We were going to like a little pumpkin patch field thing, and I was listening to the podcast in the car on the ride, and you know the volume was set at a regular level. and the baby's in the back sleeping, and everything's fine, relaxed, nice little podcast going, and then out of nowhere, we got invaded in the car. Baby was screaming.
Oh, so, dude.
Dickhead robot got us.
He is a dickhead. He messes with a lot of people, and he doesn't like babies.
So funny. Oh my god, dude, that's so funny.
Sorry about that, man.
All right. It was worth it. It was funny. He went back to sleep afterwards.
That's so funny. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
That just made my day.
Well, guys, congratulations on season 2.
Thanks, man.
I'll see you guys around. Can't wait for season 3. It's nice. It's not a long wait. A little
We're gonna
break, but then get right back to it. So
yep.
We're gonna come back with a headset giveaway with some kick-ass guests. And, we're just stoked. I'm already excited to get it on. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah. And Steve XM, the final guest of season 2, man. Thank you so much for being here with us.
It's an honor, guys. Keep it up. Keep up the good work.
We'll see you soon, sir.
All right. See you later, buddy.
All right, hang up on this fucker. Just kidding, Steve. All right, so that was it.
Man, that was all our guests for today.
That was it.
And we've been streaming for over 2 hours here, so I guess we should let you guys have some of your day back. But man, I don't want to end the season, man. I just don't. Let me put this. How about that? Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now?
You know they can. Don't end the finale like this. No. God damn it.
I think I got it there.
Yeah, I think you did.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? This is Skiva Radio.
Oh my god.
No sound. Thanks for having me, y'all. Let's see. Anyone else? Okay. Sound is good. Woo!
All right, so listen. God damn it. All right, listen. So this is what we were saying. We were saying that we love you. We were saying that if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, you absolutely should be, and we would appreciate it. We want to earn the subscriptions. We also said that if you've been a long-time subscriber, that this would be a good opportunity in our month break to check out Teespring, maybe scoop up a Between Realities t-shirt, because you should probably be rocking one of those things by now, or you can check out our Patreon and become a monthly contributor. All the money that we make on this show goes back into it. So if we do end up making a decent amount of money at some point, the show is going to fucking get extremely good.
We're shooting for the stars, man. We're going to make the show as good as we can. We're going to get the best guests that we can. And our goal is to hype virtual reality to the point that it's mass adopted. That's what we want, man. We want to get as many people blown away by this technology as possible.
Yep. We want huge fucking names. Like, we want to have some huge guests. We want to bring this thing into VR. We want to add camera angles and do all kinds of shit like that. And we will do that as we can afford to and as we create the time to do so. So please consider being a part of our community for realsies.
For realsies. And please go into the Gleam giveaway down below. Like I mentioned before, BMF and GamerTagVR are helping us give away another headset, 256 gigabyte Quest 2 with an Elite strap. And we're going to give that away during the first episode of season 3.
Yes.
So don't miss out. Go click that shit. Subscribe to BMF. Subscribe to GamerTag. Some of the best dudes in this industry. Support everyone that was on our show today, guys.
Yes.
Please, Grumpy Duck, LimitedFragz, Dean, Steve XM, friggin' your turn.
I don't know, all those other chumps that we had.
Guys, man. This is what makes this community amazing. Is all these people.
You guys are awesome.
You guys,
we love you. We love this show. We're like dragging this on because we don't want to not do this for a month. But we're about to take a month break. We're gonna get some great guests. We're gonna start the season with just Skiva and I, as we have traditionally in season 1 and season 2. So you can look forward to an episode with just the two of us and you guys in chat for season 1 or for episode 1 of season 3. And then we are going to bring the fucking guests back in like you have come to expect from us. Thank you so much for being a part of Between Realities. Thank you. We love you, and we will see you in the new year. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you.